Hello serials, welcome back to the same network, Study Abroad Made Easy with valeenovarah. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Please do not make this your last time here, so consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and share this video with family and friends just so that they can benefit from this video as well. To my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I do not take your support for granted. Thank you for helping me grow this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 ways that you can apply to a university here in the United States for free. And I know I made a video where I talked about, I think I shared 15 or 20 universities that are waiving application fees for the fall 2022 cycle. So if you have not seen that video, please ensure you watch the video, search through my channel, or click the link here so you can see that video and start off from there. Okay, in that video I only mentioned I gave it to you, but that was just one way. So I'm going to be sharing other ways that you can get that application fee waived for you, so that that financial hindrance can be taken away from you and you can apply to as many schools as possible and achieve your study abroad dream. So if this is a video that you're looking for, please ensure that you watch the video in full, subscribe, like, and follow me on all of my social media platforms, as can be seen on the screen. Okay, so moving on, if you want to start your study abroad journey, it starts from applying to these schools, and application is not free. Most schools will not give it out for free. They will require you to pay an application fee. So what is this application fee? Application fee is more or less like a gateway to you being considered, or your application being reviewed or assessed. And once that is assessed, they can then give you admission or not. So it's like going to a movie, to see a movie, and then you pay for a ticket. That ticket will give you entrance into getting into the theater to see the cinema to see the movie. So that's pretty much how this application fee works. So when you see a school, like you're researching for schools and you want to apply to these schools, and then you click on this school, before you begin the application process, even when you start, some might even allow you to start, but before you can submit that application, you need to pay a certain amount that is usually between $75, $100, and it could be more, it could be less, depending on the school. So that amount, as little as it may sound for someone here in the US, it's a lot of money for most of us coming from like African countries, or even like India. And to be honest, it's a lot of money for even Americans, because if you're applying to, like, let's say 10 schools or at least 5 schools, that is on the average of $100 per application. That is $500 for an application, on just application. So multiply $500 by your home currency. In Nigeria, that should be $570 right now, or $575. So let me say 575 times 100. No, $100 times 5, that's $500, right? Times 575. So that is 287,500 naira on just application to the schools. And you're not even sure that you'll be given the admission. So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of like capital investment. Yes, it's worth it. But again, how much can you put in to this application? Which is why it's important that you learn ways that you can get this application fee waived, because there are other fees that you need to spend your money on. Spend your money on TOEFL, test scores, spend your money on even your bank statement, getting the things that you need, flight ticket. It's a lot of investment, very money intensive or capital intensive. So it is huge. It is huge. And we don't have that money to spare. So if you find a way that you can make these things very easy for yourself, then utilize it. So this video will help you do that. So the first thing that you need to do, or the first step or approach or way to get that application fee waived, is to search the school's university and leverage on the already existing application fee waivers that is being given by that school. So what do I mean? Most schools, especially during this pandemic and even before the pandemic, some schools, because they are looking for international students to come to their school, or because they need some sort of type of people or demographic of people to come to their school, they waive the application fee so that they will have more applicants to their program and then come into the school at the end of the day, right? So because of that, when you search their school's websites, you will see that they will tell you that this application fee is this. They'll tell you the amount, but then they'll tell you that it is waived. So if you're applying, or if you're an international student, they'll tell you that this application fee has been waived. So if you search through this the school's websites, you will see them letting you know if the application fee is waived or not. And if you see a school that has the application fee waived, why not leverage on that school's already existing application fee waiver and apply to the school, which is where that video where I shared, I think 15 or 20 universities that are waiving application fee for the fall 2022 cycle comes in handy. So you need to click on the link or search through my channel to watch that video so you can see these schools and apply to these schools, because they are giving you that application fee for free. So apply for free and you have no problem. But one thing you must understand is it does not end with the school's website. Really dig deep into their social media pages. Sometimes you might not necessarily see it on the school's website. And to be honest, for some schools, even in that video, you would see that it took a lot of digging. It took a lot of research to see where they mentioned it. And when you don't see it, you might think, oh, they are not waiving application fee. And you move on to the next school. But the reason, the truth is, they're actually waiving the application fee. It's just that it took you time to find it out. So they might not even state it there on their website, but they can state it on their social media pages, because they want like immediate response or immediate updates to all of their pages, and they know that social media is where people are on a daily basis. So if you just log into their social media pages, follow them up, search through, you will see if there's anything updated that is stating that application fee is being waived or not. So you can search on their Facebook page, their Twitter page, their LinkedIn page, or even Instagram as well. Just utilize all of these social media platforms and you can tell which social media they belong to when you go to their website. So when you go to their website, just search through, go to the very bottom of the page, and you will see if there is any social media that they belong to. You see the icon for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or all of that. So that will give you a clue as to the social media pages that you should be searching for those information that you need. I hope this information is helpful to you, and if it's been helpful so far, please ensure that you subscribe, like, comment, share, and follow me on all of our social media platforms. So the second approach to use this, most people do not even know that this is a thing, but it's a huge thing, is to attend your informational sessions that are organized by the universities. So there's what we call informational session. That informational session is more like, a way for them to get you to learn about the school and potentially want to apply to the school and even become a student of that school. So it's a way for them to tell you, oh, this is how UAB is. This is the population of international students we have here. This is the population of the, Nigerians we have. It's also a way for them to answer any pressing question that you might have about the school. There might be, a reason why you might not consider applying to that school. Also, I just wanted to let you know that these informational sessions can also be held in your home country. So it might not necessarily be a virtual event. They can organize an informational session in your home country just so that they can get you to learn more about the school and you can make your decision from there. So attending that in-person informational session in your home country can qualify you to get a waiver from the school. So utilize that, okay? Thank you. One thing that is a benefit of attending those informational sessions is that they will give you for attending that session, they will waive certain things for you. They might even consider you for scholarship. They might consider you for teaching assistantships. They might consider to waive your application fee, which is always a must for most of these informational sessions. So look out for any informational session that is organized by the school. Go there, go with your questions, ask these questions and let them know, do you waive application fees for potential students or prospective students? Ask these questions. What are the funding opportunities available? Let them know you. Begin to introduce yourself, or let them familiarize not just with your name but with your face, and know that, oh, this is some student would like to have in our school. So when you go to those sessions and you now figure out that I like this school, I really want to apply, you will get the contact of people that were in that session. You get their names, you get their emails, and that's some of the things that you should be looking out for when you attend those sessions. You're not just attending, you're attending to strategically get some things that will be useful to you achieving your study abroad dream. So you're going there, you're getting the names of the people there, you're getting their email addresses. The reason is because even if they don't waive it there or they don't say anything about waiving application fee, you will need to do the next thing, which brings me to the third step. The third step is you asking the school for the application fee to be waived via email or even a phone call. But I'll suggest you use email because it's more more efficient, and you can always refer to that email if for anything, any issues come up in the future that, oh, we never waived application fee for you, and you'll be like, oh, this is the email I sent, and this is the response I got, and this is the discount code that was given to me. So you have something that you can always reference immediately versus a call. So the third step is to ask. And remember, the Bible says, ask and it shall be given. If you don't ask, nobody will know that you need something like this, and nobody will know that this might be the hindrance to applying to this school. The truth is, these schools, they want you to apply. They want you to come to their school. They are looking for students because they know how much money comes in from international students and anyone in general. So if you don't ask, they will not know, and they might not be able to help you. So if somebody knows what your challenge is, they might be able to help you or refer you to institutions or organizations that can help you. So send them an email. Right? Asking by this I mean sending an email. Do not call. Send an email. I know there are times when you have to call, but for the purpose of asking for this application fee waiver, send an email. Hi, my name is valeenovarah. I have been looking into the University of Alabama at Birmingham, UAB for the Masters in Cybersecurity program. I find that the program is really interesting, and it would really provide me with the necessary skills I need to succeed in the cybersecurity phase. I attended an informational session that was held in March 15th, 2020. And, during the session, I was opportunity to listen to Miss Laura Valin, who was speaking, who is also the program chair. And I feel like this is the right environment and, school for me. However, my challenge is, the application fee. Is there a way that this application fee can be waived so that I can apply to this school? Because I really want to come to UAB. I like the environment there. Say some of the things that you like about the school, and then end by saying, I'd really appreciate it if I am considered, and I'm looking forward to a positive response from you. If you see that this email, you see that the content of this email is very different, it's very unique. You said some things you liked about the school. You said some things about the things you liked about the program. You also mentioned that you attended an informational session, which goes to show that you're really interested in school. You've been showing interest, you've been attending, you've been participating. So there are situations where you didn't attend the informational session. It does not matter. So if that is your situation, don't put that that clause, or I attended an informational session. Do not bother because you didn't attend. But this is just like a template for somebody that attended that informational session, and how you can leverage that informational session to lead to not just an application fee waiver, but other things like scholarship or sort, because they will get to know you personally and see how much of how enthusiastic you are about the program and about the school. So sending that email is very important, because you never know, they will reply you. And to be honest, you're not sending the email to just one school. You're sending this email to the schools based on your research. I think I made a video where I talked about how the factors to consider when you're choosing a school, and how to apply to these schools. And even I did a breakdown of how much you need, what is the cost of applying or studying in the USA. I'll try to add the playlist here, but if not, search through my channel, you see that these videos that I just mentioned, so you can watch and understand. So you know that, okay, based on these 20 factors that I know I should consider before choosing a school, what is my critical need? Which one should I focus on? Okay, so now I have a list of 300 schools, but because of these factors, now I have 20 schools. So I'm sending this email to these 20 schools. And the truth is, not every school will give you or respond to that email positively. Some will respond negatively, but chances are at least 10 of the emails you send out will come out positively, or less, but at least 5, which will cross the mark of the universities you want to apply to begin with. So you are fine. So sending that email is very important. So if you can't find that they are waiving the application fee from their website or their social media pages, and you attend an informational session and they did not give you any application fee waiver discount code or anything, then it's time for you to cold email, send that email, and chances are that you get your application fee waived. The fourth step to take is basically to find other sources of funding. To be honest, there are schools that you might send search on their website, they're not waiving application fee. You go to informational session, nothing. You send them an email, they're nothing. But you know that you really want to attend this school. UAB is my school, is my dream school. Is my God has called me to attend UAB. If you know that God has called you to attend that school, I'm being funny here, so don't take it for. But if you know that this is really the school I want to attend, and there's nothing coming from the school in terms of like waiving the application fee, let's say Harvard, for example, and it's either Harvard or nothing, then you need to look for other, sources of funding, external bodies that are looking for students to sponsor, either in applications or funding or tuition or living expenses. So these are like non-governmental organizations. There are even governmental organizations that can help you. Education USA is one of such bodies that can help you with, taking care of your tuition or even your application fees or your application, your living expenses and whatnot. So look out for these organizations. There are organizations that you're volunteering to in Nigeria that can even help you. And even if you're not volunteering in such organizations, reach out to them, research online and find out if organizations that are interested in sponsoring, people from like third world countries or first generation students or low income countries, or people that organizations that are helping women to advance in their education or their career, and reach out to these people and tell them you must have done your research for them to take you seriously, because you're not reaching out to them with like, oh, I want to apply to this place and I need funding. You want to say, oh, these are the list of schools that I have researched on based on what I need. This is the course I'm going for, and these schools would definitely help me achieve my dream, but I am finding it hard to apply to these schools because of the application fees. Please, can you help me? Something like that. Okay, and if you need help with building all these things together, building a study abroad portfolio, or need assistance with like guiding you from start to finish, you can subscribe to my study abroad masterclass and I'll help you. I'll hold your hand from start to finish. So that is something that you can do in terms of like organizational bodies. Then the other part of it is individuals. Individuals are an external source of funding. There are people that are, see, you need to learn to utilize your social media for the right reasons. There are people on YouTube. Let's start from YouTube, because I know that I have helped people pay tuition. Oh my God, tuition. I'll get there, because I've paid tuition for people, but not for masters or undergraduate in the US, but in Nigeria. Yeah, but God, you're taking me to that level. Amen. So there are people here on YouTube, like I've paid application fee for people. If you are a member of my Telegram community, the link is in the description down below. You have to be active. You need to earn it, because it's not like I'm dashing money. I don't have the money, and it's just my presence, part of like my foundation. So there are people on YouTube, like when they hit like 1K subscribers, they want to do something for their subscribers, and then they give out application fees to their subscribers. So you need to be following the right persons on YouTube. On LinkedIn, there are people that will just come out and say, oh, I want to sponsor 10 persons for their application fees, blah, 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 for this cycle. And there are people doing that on Twitter as well. So these three social media, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn, are very active in terms of like finding people to sponsor your application fee. I've seen tons of people doing that on Twitter and LinkedIn and on YouTube. So if you want me to like make a video on how to utilize LinkedIn and Twitter to gain scholarship or application fee waivers, let me know in the comments and I'll make that video as well. So look out for these people. Follow the right persons. Do not just be following people that are only doing BB Naija and it ends there. No. Are you following the right persons on social media? That's a question that you need to answer, not for me. Okay. So the next and the last approach here is very funny, because when I was putting it, I was like, yeah, it's hard or it's bitter, but I need to say it. It's word of mouth. Word of mouth, or utilizing your social media. So word of mouth is different, because word of mouth, you're telling somebody you know. Social media, you're telling people that you might know or you might not know. So it's somewhat related, but that's a way to get your application fee waived, and not just application fee, other things. By word of mouth, there are people that you know that are close to you. Instead of asking them for, oh, my data is finished, oh, buy me recharge card, oh, but tell them I have this dream to study abroad, and I've applied to 3 schools already. I don't have the money to apply to this 4th school. Please, can you help me with the application fee waiver? If you come to, I'm somebody that loves education. And if somebody comes to me with that kind of story, I will if I don't have, chances are that, which is my weakness, please do not come to me, because I know that most people now come to me. Please do not come to me. I have a budget and I don't spend above my budget. If you fall in within that budget, of course I will help you. I'll go to the last. If I don't know, I'll look for somebody that can help you. But I'm just trying to make you understand that if somebody comes to me and says, oh, I want to buy my makeup, or my makeup is finished, and another person comes to me, I'm applying to this school, but I cannot submit my application because the application fee is too much for me. I don't have this amount. I have this one. There was one person that came to me. He didn't have the whole sum, but had a sum. And no, it wasn't even for the application fee. It was even for, I think, was it service? Or was it service or visa application? He had been denied, so he needed to reapply. And so he had, like, because he had been denied twice, so it was like, this is really hard for me. Is there a way that you can help me? And of course, he was in my Telegram group, and I saw that he had the need for it, and he's very active. So I decided to assist him as well. So there are things that you can come to certain people by word of mouth. Nobody would know. If he didn't come to me, I would have just, oh, is this active person on my Telegram group? And it ends there, but nothing else will come out of it. He had to send me, as hard as it was for him, he had to do it. I've done it too in my time. Don't joke with it. I have done it too. When I was coming here, I was reaching out to every single person that I can reach out to. But I was strategic with my approach. That is the difference. And that is what I teach you in my Study Abroad Masterclass, because people do not know how to be strategic. They just do things because they want to do things. What did you do? How did you go about it? So there are different ways that you need to learn, or things that you need to do to be able to achieve all of these dreams. And to be honest, if you get from the school, you get from an individual, get from an organization, that is more money that you're saving up either to do your TOEFL or your GRE or anything else. So these are the ways that you can get that, study in the US or apply to universities in the US for free, and focus on other things, like your TOEFL, your GRE, or even flight ticket when your visa has been approved. So I hope you found this video very helpful, and if you did, please let me know in the comments down below. The other way that you can show me that you like this video is by giving it a huge thumbs up, liking, commenting, and sharing with family and friends as well. So this is it on this video. If there's anything else I did not mention in this video, please drop them in the comments and I'll respond to you as well. But yeah, on that note, this brings us to the end of the video, and I'll see you again in my next video. And until then, I remain valeenovarah, and I pledge to never give up, and I hope that you do the same. Bye guys.